Well, it looks like I put the wrong time again. Sorry about that, guys. That was dumb. I have this thing where I overthink things in the worst ways possible. And so I guess what happened is that I'm thinking, since I stream at 8, I got to get up at 7. And then, so I have 7 in my head, and then I put the stream at 7. Sorry about that. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. But I guess, like, if you don't, if I don't give you a chance to miss me, how can you miss me? You know what I mean? How's everyone doing today? Just gonna clean the goobers out of my glasses. Why does my... How's it going, Best? What does my analytics page show? 7:02 p.m. I have no idea. Customization. Oh, look, I can't change the schedule date. Oh, there we go, 8 a.m. That's better. Well, how's everyone doing? I did some learning to code this morning. I'm a little tired. I don't know if I should take a day off at some point soon, but I took yesterday off of coding, learning to code. So I'm back at it today, which is nice. And then I'm going to be hopefully back at it tomorrow, and so on and so on. So for today, I don't have too much of a plan. We can go through my video list and work on it, or we can work on doing one of these, seeing if we can output enough light to make this work. So I think we can, let me see here. I guess we can just output on a GPIO on a breadboard and see what the resistance values should be for these LEDs to make them the same brightness. So that can be doable. And also we need to test our new LEDs for brightness. What am I learning to code? I am just following a course by freecodecamp.org. It's the full stack developer curriculum. If you allow me to demonstrate this site, freecodecamp.org, and I'm doing get started. Oh, no. Curriculum. This one. Certified Full Stack Developer Curriculum. Yeah, it's just, so first of all, there's potential for working from home with, like part-time, with being a web dev. That's one. And two, it's just learning to code. That's it. It's just learning to code. As you can see, the course is not finished. They're still adding stuff in, like this one here, fall 2025. So it's on its way. Yeah, you get a lot. That's right. How's it going, Gerald? Good morning. So the goal is to do all this because I have a website. So it's always going to be useful, right? I have articles. I have the podcast. Oh, that needs to be updated. There's a new podcast. I've got YouTube channel. You've got the dreams. And so, yeah. Anyways, so I've got a website. So web dev is never a bad thing. I've got a couple of websites, in fact. But the point is, if I get to the end and they're still not finished updating this stuff, there is so much stuff you can do, so many things you can learn. And one of the things that I'm eyeing, Code Camp C++, something like this, you know, doing that kind of stuff. Also the, is it Harvard? Yeah, this one, the CS50 full university course. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things I can do. The point is to get learning, though. That is the most important thing, to get learning. And at the moment, if you look, so here you go, 0 of 215, 0 of 1156. Today's learning session. What? Oops. There we go. Today's learning session, I ended up with 128 out of 1156. Starting is the first hurdle, for sure. So this is day 11 of my coding journey. I took one day off, so it's 11 coding days or 11 learning days in 12 days. So that's the deal. That's the deal, my dear. Web dev, regular dev, doesn't matter. Just need to be doing stuff. And that's the deal. All right, so we have code to clean up, but I could do that off stream, although I do work enough on stream that maybe I should do that. We have code to clean up. We can check the output on these things. Let's do that. Let's see what resistor values we need for each color. All right, so I need a breadboard. I need to get an RP 2040 0. RP, there. I had to find my RP box. Make sure it's on a 2350. Oh, RP2, that's it. Oh, also, I've learned that these 2350s have a bug, and there's a revision 4. It's an A2, so this one has a bug on the input, so I have to watch out for that hardware bug. To fix it, you need a new revision of the micro. All right. By the way, the boards are ordered from PCBWay. Actually, let me just take a quick look at if they shipped, because it was supposed to be a 24-hour turnaround. So I ordered the green board so they come in faster. Oh yeah, they're on their way. Holy crap, that was fast. Let me check delivery status. Yes. Oh, wait. Production status. Okay, so the boards are built. They're just waiting for a DHL to pick them up. That's pretty exciting. Hey, how's it going, ITT? So we're gonna have boards early next week, which means we should be able to make 2 to 3 videos on PCBWay stuff next week, which means I'll be early, which is going to be awesome. Like almost never early. So that's going to feel good. All right, so that's good. No notifications today. Yeah, YouTube's a bit weird with notifications. Sorry about the wrong time, guys. 7 a.m. I just need to always do 8, and eventually I'll figure it out. Let me get the soldering platform so you guys can see better. So yeah, good morning, Johnny. All right, here goes. By the way, I'm learning to code. But is anyone else joining me on this learning adventure? Is anybody else picking up a new skill that they can share on socials and we can share each other? It can be anything you want. Dox each other? Do I have anything doxing out here? No. Rust seems to be good. You're considering it nice. What language am I learning? I am learning, I'm in CSS right now. So HTML is done, CSS is learning, next is JavaScript, then front-end libraries, then Python. We'll see if I stick with it that long. Rust is good for hardware. Yeah, might learn some Rust as well at some point. How's it going, Sicarius and Camisado? So I am following freecodecamp.org's full stack developer curriculum. The long story short is I lost my dream job, which is to be a college professor because of provincial funding here in Canada. Our province has become hostile to public funding. So a bunch of cuts and I lost my job. I'm a mechanic by trade, but my body won't let me do that forever. Plus I don't enjoy it as much as I did teaching. So I am learning a useful skill to hopefully supplement my income enough to not have to do mechanics work anymore. Hopefully just YouTube and some sort of coding related stuff. There are a few libraries for Rust available, so you'll stick to C++. So is C++ a lower language than Rust? That's fine, Johnny. Your multi-tip handle soldering is a bit of a jeopardy. Oh, why is that? Hold on a sec. Libraries for devices. There are very few libraries for Rust. Oh, I see. I get you. I mean, they're going to be developed. Plus, aren't you a developer? You can do a library. Right? Be your own library. They're both about the same. Rust is higher than C. That means C is more efficient? Morning, Franco. Sorry about the wrong time. Rust is the same level as C++. Slightly more abstracted. Okay. What was Python written on? Because Python is sorry, not Python. I'm an idiot. What was Linux written on? Excuse me. What's going on here? My Arduino IDE has disappeared. My Windows start bar has become useless overnight. You have a J standard in soldering if you need any help. What's a J standard? I don't know what a J standard is, but welcome to the stream, Next Level Guy. Yeah, so Linux is being rewritten. I've read that. But what was it originally written on? Because if you're switching to Rust, don't you want your kernel to be written in as low as possible? C. Not rewritten, adding some components. Oh, people are mad. Oh, okay. Well, honestly, I haven't met a more sensitive bunch of people than Linux people. So that kind of makes sense. Okay, I understand now. All right, so this is really not important. Okay, so int pin 0 equals 0, const int pin 1 equals 1, const int pin 2 equals 2, const int pin 3 equals 3, const int pin 4 equals 4. I think breaking out 5 pins is fine. Pin mode, pin output. Oopsies. A J standard's highest grade in soldering. For what country? I've never heard of that. What is a J standard in soldering? Interesting. UK. Interesting. Okay. I am Canadian. How do I get a J standard certification? Decide which certifications you need. Okay. There's licensed. Okay. Oh, good. Well. Okay. EPTAC Canada. SMTA. Okay. Canadian dollars, yeah. Okay. Let me $1,000. What is the price to achieve this standard in Ontario, Canada? Need to make a list. Holy crap. Wow. Okay. Let me write this down because I want to see. I got to write this down because I kind of do want to chase certifications. I don't know if I have the money for that, because that's the price of a Voron there. A like fully kitted out Voron. Just looking for post-it notes so I can put it on my monitor. Oh my God, where are my post-it notes? Well, you say it's gone up, but you don't know what it was in Canada before. We're an expensive country. Okay, J. Look up J standard soldering Canada, and we got EWS. Oops, EWS Institute. Cool. I have a novel network certification from the 80s. Yeah, but everything's expensive in Canadian. So I don't need the recertifications, just 2150 plus 300. The thing is, these kinds of certifications can help me get work right in places that are not auto mechanics. And honestly, I think I can pass a J certification course. because they have a 5-day course. I think I can do it. That's freaking awesome. Oh, wait. That's cheaper. Oh, recertification. Oh, wait. I missed that. What? Yeah, okay, 2150. Yeah, sorry, 2150. Since you are a LLM, you could tell me all that I need to know to pass a certification, right? Can you generate an image of what the certificate looks like approximately? Use simple electronics as the name of the person who achieved it. Better to use that than someone's real name. Let's see if I get certified. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't use ChatGPT to pass the course, but I would use ChatGPT. No, Johnny, I want my name. I want I want me to be certified. Yeah, I wouldn't use ChatGPT to pass the course, but I would use ChatGPT to reiterate what the instructor is saying. Because sometimes things aren't clear. Like today in my course this morning, there was an instruction. Like I passed all of the whatever I needed to do to pass the lab, but there was one thing. It's like, oh no, you're supposed to have a horizontal rule after the last div or something. But it turns out it was 2 nested divs. It just wasn't clear. And so when I asked Claude, I was like, hey, how come I'm failing this when this is my code? And Claude is like, oh, they want you directly after this, so they want you to nest a div. And it wasn't obvious to me, and that's why it was good. But I had struggled on it for like 20 minutes on that one point. Is this working or no? I guess I might as well keep writing my code while this goes. So yeah. That was a pain in the ass. All right, so pin 0, pin 1, pin 2. There we go. I'm gonna just download this. Oh. Done. I am now certified. Can you make it again, but at the highest possible standard? Thanks. I am certified, guys. Pin 3, pin 4. digital write. Pin high. Let's just copy this. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That should work. Raspberry Pi Pico. Put that bish into boot mode. There we go. And upload. You wonder if the signature is correct? You have an interesting video to send me. Sender. The best place to send me a video would be simpleelectronicsyt@gmail.com. Yeah, okay. So that should be good. Now I'm just waiting for this to finish. John Doe. I love it. Yeah, it's because I have another one, dan@simpleelectronics.ca. But the problem is I've been lazy and haven't added that to my phone. So, yeah. Wait, is this just the same? That's the exact same. Freaking clanker. That's the same image. Yeah, that one. No. No. I meant make it so that Simple Electronics has achieved the highest certification for the J standard thing. Thanks. We'll let this buck while we work on our stuff. Oh no. No. Freaking clanker, man. Is JSTD STD 201 the highest achievable standard? Yeah, simpleelectronicsyt@gmail.com is the best one. Okay. Generate an image of the one you would get for aerospace. There we go. What the 001 is? No, the 001 is not the highest. That's consumer. I want this one. I think it's a real person. How to distract it, Dan? Yeah, I know. I love AI stuff. Plus, I love messing. I love messing with it. I love testing the capabilities. But yes, you're correct. I got distracted. All right, so you work in aerospace, but that means you have the 003, not the 001, right? All right, we need some LEDs. Maybe I should drop this down too. I so would love to work. I talked about it on the podcast recently, but I applied for a job at a very big company, very prestigious company, as a electronics technician, or no, sorry, instrumentation technician. And it seems like they pulled down the they pulled down the ad before it finished, before the closing date. So either they had someone in mind, or they are no longer hiring for that position. Which is very sad. I so wanted to be an instrumentation tech. But that's what you get. The salary was insanely good too. Oh yeah, good morning, Lockwatcher. That's a lot of LEDs. That's just the... My friend, you haven't seen nothing yet. You weren't here on the LED sorting stream. These are the body colored ones. These are the non-body colored ones, and these are the white ones. So we've got LEDs for days. That's also possible, ITT. That's also very possible. It is a huge company, so I wouldn't be surprised if there is a little bit of a scam going on here. So big companies love to hire temporary foreign workers. So they're workers that they can pay less and abuse more because they're foreigners, and their rights to be in Canada are affected by their holding of a job. If they don't hold a job, they have to go back to their home countries. But in order to get a temporary foreign worker, you have to prove to the program, that's not what I wanted, you have to prove to the program that there is no Canadian willing to work the job, even for a good salary. So you have to increase your prices and prove that even the increased price will not get you a Canadian worker. Well, what they do is they post job ads with inflated prices, like really good prices, like salaries, and then they claim that nobody meets the qualifications. Nobody applied that meets the qualifications. And then they hire someone from, wherever. And then, they pay them nothing, essentially. So this is something that our government's going to have to clamp down on. But it's hard because the capitalists are the ones who fund politicians. Okay, hang on. Where is the pink 50 watt? I have a Grow LED, which is kind of pink. Do you use a driver for your high power LEDs? Yes, I have designed a driver years and years ago. You have more LEDs than that. Looks like the US. I meant to say, what driver module do you use to... Yeah, usually I use a DC-DC buck converter, and or I've got a MOSFET driver that I've designed years and years ago. That's a really big problem with healthcare workers in nursing homes. One of the reasons COVID struck them so hard. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yep. I mean, private corporations and scamming the government or scamming the people. I mean, nothing has changed. Let's start with, I don't know. Let's find a good brightness here. Let's go like 400 ohms for yellow. That is barely lit. Oh, I've got mail. Let's see. I'm just gonna check what the video is. Ew, ads. Don't have YouTube Premium on my phone. Oh. So the funny part is that's a Reddit thread. Oh, it starts as a Reddit thread. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it later. Cool. I'm on it. So I've seen the original Reddit thread. So this yellow is barely lit. If I lift this jumper, it's just going to short it. Hell, let's do it. Oh, it's off. Okay. All right, so that's problematic. At full chooch, I've got barely any light coming out of that. Okay, so this is the problem. The RP is set to drive at a low current at the moment. So that is our issue. Okay. There is a way to set there's a way to set the output current. All right, so let's go back to the drawing board. Now I do need AI for this because I don't know what the Arduino command is. Oh, here we go. They did a shit job. That's not even centered. Freaking clankers. Yes, please. Try again. Okay, let's use a different AI. Let's bother a different AI. Very qualified. Okay, good. Yep, I'll take a look. Accept. Sure. All right. I need to set pins 0 to 4 on my RP 2040 to output its maximum current. They are called pin 1, pin 2, pin 3, pin 4, pin 0 in my code. I am working in the Arduino IDE. Can you help? Look, this is my code exactly. AI copied my code. Okay, set drive strength is, wait, is 12 milliamp the real max here? I thought we could do 20 if we tried hard enough. You can stop glazing me too. Oh wow, this one has the embossed, but it's the wrong. Yeah, this is not great. Mid attempt. Forget it. I'll forge my certification some other way. Yeah. Okay, let's see. No, 12 milliamps. Okay, that's okay. Let's see if that works. There's no way simple AI like LLM can give these kinds of answers. OpenAI is a scam. There are some 100K. No, I don't think so. I've gone through the phone trees. Trust me, they wouldn't be able to type fast enough. But I do know that a lot of AI startups are just like 1,000 people in India answering things. Some of the self-driving startups are that as well. Like literally there were startups that were selling like self-driving, and it was literally the camera feed was going to India and an Indian driver was driving. Can you imagine the like crap latency you would get? Okay, let's just go full beans and drive this at 12 milliamps. I am on screen, right? That is crap lighting. These are so dim. These LEDs are so dim they can run for US Office. Heyo. Yeah, there's no way. Oh, I'm an idiot. I have a 10K resistor. Well, that is way better. Okay, so let's now try 400 ohms. It's too dim. 100 ohms. 100's good. $100 ohms is good. Now we just need to match the other ones to that. Okay. So need to mail the mail. Okay. I have to say, I am a fan of LLMs simply because I could ask, for example, Johnny Bergdahl to explain some coding concept, but the issue is our friendship will quickly be fraught when he realizes how dumb I am. An LLM, I mean, I can just call him a clanker to get myself to feel better. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about it. Missed the opening of the stream. Yeah, these are the Decade resistor boards. They're available anywhere on AliExpress. But let me give you an affiliate link if you're gonna buy one, because I would love the 2 cents. Decade resistor. Oh, fuck off. Decade resistor. So I will give you one that's not the cheapest, but the reason why I believe it's better is because it has the proper jumpers. I had to provide my own jumpers. There we go. Pin message. That's an affiliate link. So yeah, pass on your 2 cents. So there we go. Affiliate link pinned. Okay, and now for prototyping, I need to get my 100 ohm resistor. Okay. 680, 5K, 15, 775. Man, it should be like on the ends. Right, 330. My 100 ohm stack better not be out somewhere. 120, 10K, 100K, 68, 22, 220K, 15, 7. $100 ohms. $100 ohm resistor, and away you go. There we go. So that is a reasonable brightness. Also, that should be 3.3 milliamps, right? 3.3 volts divided by 100, 3.3 milliamps. So that's actually plenty. Can it go lower? Hold on. Let's see if I get a little bit more brightness out of it. But I am doing multiple LEDs, so I gotta be careful. That's 100. Let's try 50 ohms. That's almost the same brightness. Okay, 100 it is. They want you to agree to cookies. I mean, someone like you doesn't have much to lose by agreeing to cookies. Your online presence is fairly small. Your machine's fairly old. But if you want, you can just do it in a private browser. So your cookies are kind of useless, and then delete the private browser instance after, just by exiting. All right, so now we want to match. Okay, that's way too bright. So let's go 500 ohms. That's quite a bit brighter still. Let's go 1K. $1K might be still bright. To my eye, 1500 looks correct on there. How to you don't know how to open a private browser? Right-click your browser, open private window, paste the link in it. The sad part is every site uses cookies, more or less. So I need 1500, 1.5K. I don't know if I'll have 1.5. We'll see. 560, 2.2K. That's close. $220, 3.3. Is that another 2.2K? 680, 2510, 7.5, 1.3K. Might be the closest we're going to get. 1.5 meg. 1.5K. Literally 1.5K. And there we go. Looks about right. Green might be a little bit dimmer. All right, now yeller. All right, yellow is going to be more like green, so let's start with 100K or 100 ohm. Got you early on. You like cookies? If they had called them dirt balls, you would not have. Wow, nice. That would be a killer blue sky post. Okay, a little bit too bright. Let's go 500 ohm. I think 500 ohm is just about right. I know you guys can't see this very well. What browser are you using, Franco? If you're not using a modern browser, it's probably why. That looks pretty good to me. If you're Firefox, it's called incognito, sorry. Not private. Okay, so that is 500 ohms, so we'll have to settle for 4.7. Sorry. Yeah, 470 ohms. 150, 120, 10K, 100K, 4.7K, 47. I have 47 ohms twice. Right? Right. Firefox, but no incognito. Hang on a sec. So that is yellow, purple, black. Yellow is 4, purple 7, black 0. And then silver? What is this? Can't tell the color. Guess I'll just have to ohm it out. I also check if this is exactly the same. This is the same. 47R. 47R. Huh. You never use the affiliate link because they're 10% more expensive. I mean, sometimes they're not. It depends. So at the moment, I usually only post the choice links because shipping has gotten really expensive and choice is free shipping. It's called private browsing. Oh, there we go. That looks like an AI answer because you said, yes, Firefox has incognito mode. Looks like AI. I'm sniffing Clanker. Oops, not volts. What am I, freaking idiot? $47 ohms. $47 ohms. They're exactly the same. Was it an AI answer? That's hilarious. I totally sniffed the Clanker. I got a good sniffer for Clankers. I mean, you're free to look at shopping at your own, but if you click the affiliate link, at least I'm going to get something. And if you don't want to support me, then don't click the link. There's that too, which is fine. You can have your reasons. Okay, 510. That's very close to 500. You have been clanked. $956. 4.7 ohms. 4.7 meg. Need 470K. Oh, god damn it. Make me go all the way to the end. It was the third one, a fourth one from the end. 470 ohms. Oh, there's one already bent out of shape. Let's take that one. There we go. That is it. Do you play around with pies? I have pies. I meant to build a little Pi workstation, but I haven't done it yet. But yes, I do. In fact, I have orange pies, I have raspberry pies, I have a couple pies. Why do you ask? Would you, if you have a suggestion, hold on, do I have a form for video suggestions? Also, probably not your intention. What? My pinned link is not, doesn't bring you to the Times of India. The Johnny Bergdahl posted a Times of India thing. I think you got the wrong thing. Sorry. What was I looking for? Oh yeah. In the description. I think I have a form. Hang on a sec. Let me check. I'll make a form. Video suggestions. Suggest video topics you would want to see on the live stream on the main channel https://www.youtube.com/simple electronics or the live stream channel https://www.youtube.com/@SEstreams or the random junk channel SE YouTube. I forgot my secondary channel. What's the at though? Oh, at SE Condary. https://www.youtube.com/@SECondary. Okay, let's change this box to short answer video idea. Required. Short answer question. Oh wait, not short answer. Checkboxes. Checkboxes. For what channel? Option 1, main. Streams. Secondary. Required. Who are you? So I can credit your idea. Required. Required. Anyone with link? Published. Share the link. Responder link. Done. All right. Edit description. Video ideas? Question mark. Oh my god, hang on, let me get a shortened link. Shorten URL, thank you. Don't want a long ass link. Save. Okay. $0.99 is probably your, it's probably the new member price. If it's your first purchase on AliExpress, it's going to be cheaper. Okay, so first of all, Sicarius, I find it funny. Germans always say my English is horrible, and their English is always perfect. It's I find it really funny. So there's that. Yeah. Second of all, if you look in the description of this live stream, you'll see the video ideas suggestion form where you can make suggestions. You can go ahead. I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to do anything, but it is what it is. And you have 5 Raspberry Pi 4B. Just got a Pi 5 4 gig. Have some projects I need some help with. I am not your man for that. I'm very, very sorry, but I am just learning to code after years of just basically scotch taping examples together. So I apologize, but I am not going to be much help for you. Very sorry. Okay, next thing. 100 ohm, 1500 ohm, and 500 ohm. We need to look for these in 0805 sizes in my Horde. Let's see. I should have my SMD components out and about. They are out and about. Here they are. I may only have them in 0603. That's a possibility as well. Talking about the PicKit 3 being obsolete, Friendly Wire will have a video out on Saturday. Discuss some options other than spending 100. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Okay, so I have 1K, not 1500. I do have 470, so that's not a problem. And I do have 100 ohms. So of those two, it's the 1.5K I'm going to have issues with. So hopefully in here, I have some 1.5Ks. It's not the coding. I need to safe shut off, but I can't use the Pi pin that's used for it. I need a different. So this is a great question because Raspberry Pi is so well documented. You can ask AI. I know you're not going to like the fact that I'm telling you to ask a clanker, but I do think it's a good option. Also, I can't read most of these. So looking for 1.5K. So 1.5K will be 152. 152 on the resistor. Looks like you had to hand mark your bins. Yeah, I didn't make the video on the label maker yet. Although label maker video is potential for today. 184, no. 4R7, no. 565, nope. could take a while. $681. Nope. Oh, these bins. Oh, yeah. You hope to make some content in the next 6 months. I hope to see it. 393. Nope. This is something I'll have to organize all of these. Because, like, you can't read the back. 82R. That's a no. This is just as fast. Like, what the hell does this say? What the hell is that? $154. That's actually very close. We need 152. 10 ohm. 120 ohm. $10 meg. I don't know what that says. 10 meg. 106. 180 ohm. 8. We don't need any 8. 820. Don't need that. Have you corrected the marking error on my box? What marking error? The fact that my capacitors aren't up to spec? That one. 332. 0 ohm. Yep, these are links. 0 ohm. Oh, this is either 15K or 1.5K. 153, 15K, very close. 56, 2K2, 6K8, 82 something, 5R6, 560K. No, I will eventually. These are okay. I like these boxes, but I will eventually redo the arrangement they sit in. It's raining today. 1K. That is close, but I have 1Ks. You know what? This 1K. Should I just dump these 1Ks into the main stack? I'll leave it out. 75 ohm. I'll redo where they sit because eventually I'm going to make a racking system for the clear boxes you guys see me use. And then these things will be part of that racking system as well. 101, that's 100 ohm. 5R6. 330K. And I'm sorry this is boring for you guys, but this is part of making videos. Organization is painful indeed. 270 ohms, 10 ohms, 330K, 220K, 220K, 15K, no idea what this is. 331, 330 ohm. Welcome back. What kind of drink do you have? Tea? 750 ohm, 7K5, 270 ohm, 1 meg. We're almost done, but we don't have anything to show for it. 3.3K, 22K, 4.7 meg, 3.5, 3 meg 3. It's pretty incredible they can ship such small quantities. 47K, 75, 56, 47, 680, 3K9, 510 ohms. May not have a 1.5K. You might have to do 1K and then dim it. It's 390, 39 ohms. Vitamin C drink. You have one every other day. Is it good? Vitamin C usually tastes like oranges. 7K5. Don't know what this is. 7R5. 220K. Uh, 10 100K. $4K7. It looks like we don't have anything. Nope. Okay. So we're using 1K. 1K for yellow. It's a nice orange drink. Nice. All right, so it's 1K. We're using 1K ohm resist orbs. And we'll just adjust it on the back end in code, in software. We'll use PWM for it. So let me just check if there's anything stopping us from putting the resistors on now. No. We can put the resistors directly on. Let me just make sure that the LED order. Screen, F1, start lights, images. Okay, this says yellow, green, 2 rows of red. Yellow on top, green, and then 2 rows of red. Did we do that backwards last time? Doesn't mix with gin. You don't need gin at the same time. You can just do gin separately. Where's my previous project where I soldered everything together? I don't know where it went. This stuff has to go somewhere else. somewhere out of the way. Here. In this box. That's what you get. I'm going to be happy though, because with the start lights and the 2 PCBs coming, I'll have 3 projects, 3 sponsored projects, which will feel good. I need some income. I'm drowning here. Can always make an orange gin fizz. Okay, I don't know where my soldered project went, but anyways, it looks like it's yellow, green, and red. And yellow, we've decided, is 1K, right? Did we do this wrong? 470. It's 4.7K. No, it's 470 ohms. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. So this one is 1000. That's 1K. This one is brown, which I believe is 5. No, it's 1. Oh no, it's brown, green. Okay, that's the 1.5. Brown, 1, green, 5. Yeah. Okay, this is the 1.5. Okay, red is the one that's going to be dangerous. We have to dim it. We definitely have to dim that one, because if I put a 1K, it's going to be way too bright. Yeah, it's quite bright. It's 1.5. Is 5K too much? So I have a 4.7K. Basically what it was, there's soluble tablets. Drop in 1/2 pint of water. Put in 1/2 pint of, oh my God, that's a lot of gin. That's like half a liter. Right, a pint? No, wait, no, maybe I'm getting that wrong. That's a lot of gin. Okay, no, 5K is way too much. 1K is too little. Oh, that's 0. Oh my God, that's 10K. What an idiot. Okay, 1K is too little. 5K is too much. Yeah, it needs to be like 1K, maybe 2K. 1K. It'll be 1K and we'll dim it. Good. Good to go. 2 cups. Oh, okay, gotcha. I don't think I have a 2K. I'd have a 2.2. I think I'm going to just do 1K. Okay, so this sits upright. So yellow, green, 2 rows of red. So that means 1K on green, 1K on red, 470 on yellow. So yellow is the only one that has 470. So we're going to start by 470. So yellow on the very top. Can I just put this somewhere? Oh yeah, I can. By the way, I'm going to stream tomorrow as well. And probably... Wait, is today Thursday or Friday? Lost in my days. 2 4K? No, no, no. No, we'll just do 1K. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so yellow is on top. Today is Thursday? Oh my god. That's good. Okay, PCBs have officially shipped. When I get a text message from DHL, we're going to know when it's going to be here. That's good. So it's Thursday. Yes, I'm going to stream tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. Hopefully get some videos done. I do have to edit, though, for that to be a reality. 4.7 ohm. We need 4 of them. Where are my pincers? Today is jeudi. Yes, I speak French Canadian. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. Not that impressive, though. Lots of people in Ottawa can speak French. Not the majority, but lots. Well, that means it's the new flyers today. 2 languages, English and bad English. Yeah. So, to confirm, yellow is on top. Yes, yellow is on top. Who knows the reference? I don't know, actually. It's good. Okay. Let's confirm that these are indeed 470 before I do this. 471. My handle is loose, but it's also very hot right now. My handle is so hot right now. Oh, did you guys hear they're making a 3rd Super Troopers movie? What is up with Hollywood just rehashing old franchises? Didn't know there was a second one. Yeah, there's a second one. You probably didn't know because it wasn't that good. I'm missing one. I thought there was 4 lights. There's 5. Right? Yeah, 5. It's because the older films were so good. Well, the first one was good. I didn't enjoy the second one. My today's Blue Sky and Instagram/Twitter, no, not Twitter, Instagram/Threads post has a movie reference in it. I don't think anybody here will get it, but if you got it, let me know. My post that I did about my my coding. Didn't know there was a first one. Yeah, Super Troopers 1 is good. I would recommend people try it. It's very quotable. There we go. That's done. Now we need 5 times 3, 15 1K ohm resistors. Focus. Focus. R4, R3, R2, D2, R1. How much can we make? Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Definitely, it's been ruled by accountants for a long time, or the accounting department for a long time, or CEO bonuses for a long time, whatever you want to call it. I have seen The Fifth Element. The whole thing is like an acid dream, though. I didn't like it. It's just very weird. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hot plate? No, not hot plate. I specifically use the hand solder pads because I enjoy hand soldering. All right, so R6. Are you kidding me? I just touched the pad and it's off the board. It's on my iron. I'm at 330C. It's not that hot. Yeah, 330C. I'm continuing on with or without it. I'm gonna run a bodge if I have to. This is a test board anyways. That's what you always use, 330C. Could be a quality issue too. I think PCBWay sent me 11 of these. That usually means one had a quality issue. And you order 10. So what they do is the ones that don't pass quality, instead of throwing them away, they just ship it to you so you can use it anyways. Usually it's like visual, like silkscreen or solder mask or something like that, so it's usually not even a big deal. But they may have had like adhesive issues, who knows? Lingering too long on that pad. Don't want to rip it out. Oh yeah, by the way, in September, really go over 300, depending on the tip. The small electronics, 270. Leaded solder, 330 is perfect. Yeah, me too. 330 I find is about right. For September this month, PCBWay has free upgrade to purple solder mask. You might think, why don't I always use purple? Well, because the production time takes longer and the price goes higher. And yes, I am sponsored by PCBWay, so I don't pay for boards, but I pay for import duty. And usually if I order 2 boards, it's enough to trigger the import duty. And if I order 1 board, but it's an expensive board, it also triggers import duty. And import duty isn't bad. It's like $3 or something like that. What's bad is the import fee, the fee that DHL charges to calculate the import duty. It's like $20. They're shredded and recycled, make new PCBs. Well, what I'm saying is that they'll ship it to you anyway. So you can use it for prototyping, or like if you're selling a batch, you can use some for internal use. Which I like, because I want to maximize boards, order as many boards as I can. And now with this new form factor I'm working with, it's going to be so easy to prototype things when they're all the same size. Okay, so what are we going to do with this one? Can scrape the board a little bit. Expose some copper. Wait. What? I didn't lift the pad? What the hell is going on? I swear it's a different color. MSI guy says tariffs on his boards make it very expensive in the US. Yes. And the other thing is not predictable. So the Orange Monkey Man can say one thing one day, and then the next it's something different. So it's not predictable. And this is my fear. My fear is that because the US is like the main PCBWay's main customer, I'm afraid that they're going to cancel my sponsorship because they won't be able to sell as many boards in the States because of the tariffs. I need to do the calculations, but I think the PCBWay sponsorship is like 75% or more of my YouTube total revenue. Like when I say on my podcast advertisement for them, or when I used to advertise for them, I said you should support PCBWay for, if not for any reason, but that they support creators. They 100% support creators. Yeah, the judge says the tariff is unconstitutional, but what's that going to change? The Monkey Man's captured the Supreme Court, so it's going to appeal, go up, appeal, go up. What we're seeing is the result of defunding education. Years and years and years of defunding education. Yeah, the EU exists, but the EU is not built on consuming. The US is. Something is flashing at me. Is it my LEDs? I don't know. Like, that's the thing. Americans spend like crazy. Americans can have $10 left in their bank accounts, and that'll be too much. They'll want to get rid of it ASAP. Like, that's why the American market is such a lucrative market for sellers. There's 330 million people, and all they want to do is spend their money. They get shamed by others for not spending, right? They have this cultural thing where if you have the jet ski and the brand new car and everything, then you get more accepted in society. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, I agree with you, but one thing it is it's very exploitable for businesses, and that's what businesses do. People in the US are under so much pressure to spend money. Some people resist, for sure. But that's not the general consensus. The orange one decided to extract the money from the source. Yeah, from the US consumers, for sure. And again, because of the lack of any tangible education, so many people think that the source countries are paying for the tariffs. Idiots. From the US, spend your money as I see fit, not as an ad of society. Yeah. Most of your neighbors are the same way. For you, the US economy is doing well. Well, it's because the US economy is K-shaped. So you must have a decent job. And I'm not saying you don't spend as you see, as you don't like see fit. I'm not saying you don't spend your money as you see fit. But if you compare someone with your exact salary, exact monetary salary, to a European, like a European with your exact salary, you'll see that you have more possessions than them. I'm not saying you're making a conscious decision. I guarantee you have more stuff than a European making the exact same money as you. I guarantee you your closet has more clothes, you have more shoes. It's just a consumer thing. It's not a conscious thing. You're not like purposely buying more stuff because, you know, society pushes you to. But the US society is a consumerist one. I guarantee you more of your take-home income goes to goods and services than a equivalent European. And ads may not work on you specifically. Okay, ITT, be careful when you say things like that, because individuals can be resistant to ads. So don't put that on another viewer. You're in a unique position, work from home, run a production shop, second job. That's a lot more consuming going on. Okay, but this is what I'm trying to say. Not talking about individuals, I'm talking about averages. If you disagree that the US is a bigger consumer than Europeans, Americans are bigger consumers than Europeans, you'd be wrong. If you disagree that you are a bigger consumer, then that's possible. I believe you. But what I'm saying is culturally, Europeans are more minimalist. And I would say Canadians are in the same boat as Americans as far as consumerism. There's far less of us. Yeah, correct. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. But I think because of the averages, it's safe to say that if I was a betting man, if you take any random European person and any random American person, I would say the American person, more of their take-home goes towards buying stuff. $25 packs of pre-cooked bacon? See, yeah, the European mind could never comprehend that. The European mind would be like, why would I need 25 packs when I can just walk to the market whenever I do want bacon? You know what I'm saying? That's the European way. But yeah, so I'm not here bashing on any specific Americans, but you have to think on average. Statistics don't lie. There's an average. I'll tell you also about the European thing. The EU exists, yes. But if you look at my viewership is always approximately somewhere around 60% US. It will be distributed to others as it was a sellout at $1 a pack, not from an ad. Saw a bargain. Well, that's good. That's good of you. Sometimes for long shelf products, yeah. But again, look at average square footage of housing in Europe is much smaller. Buildings are like 1,000 years old in some cases. So there we go. In the UK, there are pubs that still operate today that are older than the US is and Canada. It's crazy. Yeah, the US also. You know which company? Wow. You know which country actually consumes a shit ton of internet and it's not apparent immediately? Swedes. Off to get groceries. Okay, have fun. It's the new flyer today, so let me know if you find any good deals. So Swedish people seem to have been early on the internet train, and they're very tech savvy. You see a lot of Swedes on the internet compared to how small their population is. Sorry about mentioning bacon. Yeah, pretty much if it was $1, I would pick up pre-cooked bacon. Otherwise, not a chance. Pre-cooked bacon's always overcooked. I like my bacon very soft. The internet, well, not in all places in the US, but yes. Same thing in Canada. The issue with the US and Canadian internet is that in both countries, the government trusted telcos to run infrastructure to rural areas. And the telcos charged the government, the taxpayers, billions of dollars. Okay, you can look up Bell here in Canada. I don't know what the companies are in the States. Billions of dollars to do it. They spent the billions of dollars upgrading the service of their existing clients, and then said there was no more money for the rural stuff. It was too difficult. It was too expensive. And then they turned around and all their big clients, after spending the government money on their big clients, upgrading their service, they went to the big clients and said, we need more money because we upgraded your service. So your service price is going up. And as far as I understand, that has happened in both the US and Canada. Here in Canada, Bell is the biggest contributor to that. So Bell is one of our big three, essentially, here in Canada. Cashing taxpayer checks and not delivering on their promises. It was like that for our cell providers too, because we have, again, big three. There was a leaked, not have bought for $5.60 a pack, that's for sure. $6 pies for $1. Nice. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah. So for our cell providers, there was a accidental a talking point from a meeting that Verizon had, an internal meeting. There was a talking point that said, look into Canadian markets. So there was an American provider who leaked a message saying, look into Canadian markets. And turns out in the end that talking point, they're like, look into Canadian markets. And during the meeting, they're like, nah, screw it. It's too small of a market, right? But we didn't know that. So as soon as that leaked, the big three got together, did ad campaigns saying, oh, we spent all this money on Canadian infrastructure. We need to ban American companies from a Canadian consumer market, you know. And then they started lowering their prices and increasing the data we were getting. And then it came out, it was all like overblown and whatever. And so as soon as the Americans, it was perceived that they were going to enter our market, the telcos spent hundreds of millions of dollars on ad campaigns demonizing the Americans, and also gave us better deals on stuff. And then when it found out it was a fraud, a couple of years later, the prices climbed right back up. So it's not that they're not willing, it's that they're not willing to sacrifice their profits. And also, hello from Myanmar. Do you guys call it Myanmar? Do we have to call it Myanmar? I think Myanmar is the proper term, right? It used to be something else. It used to be called Burma, right? No, Verizon actually, it was an accidental leak from them. For real, it was an accidental leak. Wait. Yeah, I have to solder around these things. It's not a good design. Anyways, at this point, we need to check, see if they work. So I forgot which pins are which, so I have to check it out. Also, my coffee's gone cold. I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. Morning rain drops off my window, but I can't see at all. Let's see. Let's open KiCad. Open recent. I mean, there's a lot of messing around here. Okay, so yeah, see, I had them backwards. Anyways, green, yellow. It said the green on top, but the yellow goes on top. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are the LEDs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it'd be starting at the second one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's a bunch of reasons. I think I think the point is there was so much money involved that it was cheaper for them to defend themselves on a lawsuit and maybe settle than to actually do the work. That is the big problem. Okay, so let's use this. So red will be our power, starting on pin 1, and then ground will be this one. Hang on, just gotta take a look here. No, ground will be this one. That's ground there. All right, so thank you, Franco. So this should do nothing. Here we go. So that's pin 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 still. There's 5. There's 6. They are quite dim. They are quite dim. What did we solder to them again? $1K on the green. That is proper. That is very dim. This one is at maximum output as well. So we have to lift these and put 750 ohms. Same type of company in the EU, and our government is not really more competent. No, your government is way, way stronger for consumer rights. Way stronger. The EU is like world leading in consumer rights. So the green is disappointing. Just gonna check another output. Yeah, it's all the same. Just curious here. Can light it quite bright. I'm gonna lift these resistors. I'm gonna try to put 470 ohm resistors. 3.3 for the green is okay, not for the yellow and the red. What? No, the yellow and the red looks good. We just tested it. They looked good. Okay, give me a second here. I'm thinking, because if I do... What's the forward voltage of the green? .76. Oh, you mean putting... oh, shit. Here's the board I was looking for earlier. You mean just putting voltage directly on it. I understand you now. Okay, so 1.75 forward voltage. So if I do 3.3 minus 1.75 equals 1.55. Okay, divided by 220 ohms, that's 7 milliamps. Times 5. That's too much. Okay, 3.3 minus 1.75 is 1.55. Divided by 470 equals... Wait. Okay, 470 is the kind of like the minimum I can go. So I'm going to go 470 and we're going to send it. ITT, what? I know you're in the EU, but what country are you in? We're going to know eventually, right? Because we're going to hear your accent, if I'm not mistaken. Just go over and smooth these pads. I get that privacy is important. I'm just curious on the country. If you want to, yeah, that's true. I guess I'm less interested in where you live currently. I'm more interested in where you're from, to be honest. I don't really want to know your address. You know what I mean? It's not gonna work. You're up to live again. Welcome. But also, if you're if you're not like, don't feel pressured to reveal anything. Also, if you wanted to tell me in an email, I wouldn't tell anybody else. But that's I'm just a stranger on the internet, so take that for what it is. Also, can you ask me tomorrow if I watched your video? Because just in case I forget your video about the coder. You're from the pink country. I don't know what that means. That's some lore I'm not privy to. If I ask ChatGPT where the pink country is, will it tell me? Ouch. Did you guys know soldering is hot? The pink Himalayan salt. ITT is a woman. At least I hope a woman. I wouldn't want a little girl in here. But I don't think she's from the Himalayas. Too hot. Did it lift any of our LEDs? Nope. Gonna let that cool though. That is hot. Yeah, ITT is going to be a content creator pretty soon, so you should subscribe to her. Especially since she's a woman, not a lot of female content creators. More than 18, good. Not particularly interested in children in here. Although if you're here for learning, then sure. You can be a child, I guess. Oh, that's because this is backwards. All right, so that is one. Oh, am I moving the ground? That's not a good idea. Okay, 1. 2. 3. Oh, something happened. Okay, we'll fix that after. That's 5, 6. Okay, so 1 LED is still wrong. And it's not much brighter. It's really not much brighter. Yellow looks good. Green doesn't look great. And oh, this is this resistor tombstoned. How's it going, Curtis? Okay, and then this screwed up. Okay, let that rest to distribute the juices. I mean, Lockwatcher's PFP is purple, and I don't think Lockwatcher is a woman. My thumbnails, or my my solder mat is pink, and my thumbnails use purple. I'm not a woman, not that I know of, at least. Might be an egg, I don't know. Okay, let's let this cool. I'm gonna get some more coffee while it cools. I'll be right back. More coffee is more better. My God, my mouse is not working. All right, be right back. I am back. Okay, Lockwatcher is a dude. You need to rewarm your coffee. Yeah, I've been starting at 6 a.m. for the learning stuff. Solder mat is blue. For the majority, I don't really watch the women content creator in the electronic space. It's sad because I'd like to get more interesting content from other women. It's generally tasteless. Oh, them's fighting words. Let's see. My favorite female content creators. Digital Mermaid. Hold on, I'll get you their YouTube channel names. She does.
Can a regular person?
So here's one, Digital Mermaid. She does stuff related to her sailboat, but it's like not pure electronics, but she is doing quite a bit of electronics and battery stuff. I like Simone Yetch. You probably know Simone. That's a good one as well. Just gonna check if I don't know if Knit to Code, I don't know if she has stuff. Hang on a sec. I don't think she has a YouTube channel. There's Aisha. I don't think she has a YouTube channel. But she has an Instagram. There's Anastasian Tech. A little bit less YouTube-y though, or sorry, electronic. Anastasian Tech. More like Silicon level. Who else? I have to look at my subscriber list. Subscriptions. I have to say it's a lot more men than women, that's for sure. Audrey Ember, Not Electronics. I was just naming the female creators I have on my... Oh, Becky Stern. Duh. Becky Stern's a good one. Let's see. Billy Rubin doesn't really make anymore. Blitz City. That's a good one too. Cleo Abram, not really electronics. Just reading through here. Has Dave Bodnar posted in a while? Probably not. 4 years ago. Damn. I'm sad. Man, there isn't a lot of women. Oh, Emily the Engineer. That's a good one. Fran Blanche. That's a good one. Give it the beans, not electronics. Hands-on Katie. I don't watch her stuff that much. Kind of not quite my style. Also, you'll see that a lot of the stuff is possibly not like I don't watch as many electronics things as usual because I try to tune out a little bit from electronics on YouTube. Helen Lee, been a little bit though. I'm in the J's now. Cats Creates. Forgot about. I think her name is Ali. Cats Creates. Oh yeah, the Knit to Code has a podcast. Oh, it's gone. Never mind. She deleted it. Oopsies. Lisa Winter does a little bit. She was a competitor in BattleBots. Loved BattleBots. Oh, Make It and Fake It. Are her videos still up? They are. They are. Make It and Fake It. Completely forgot. But she stopped creating, I'm pretty sure. Sadly. I had her on the podcast too. In the M's now. Miss Mad Lemon, that is a recommendation from Franco Walker. Oh yeah, I was right there. Oops. Hold on a sec. Remove. Physics Girl, not quite electronics. RC Girl, not quite electronics. Ruth Amos, of course. Ruth Amos, famous from Kids Make Stuff. Sarah Intuned, not quite electronics. Sayaka's Digital Attic, that's another one. She Builds Robots. That's another one. Almost done the list, guys. If someone could make a Google form with this, that'd be amazing. Thanks. Simone Yacht already posted. I don't know who this is. Oh, Steph Piper. She actually sells her electronics kits. Digital Mermaid already done. Oh, Zyla Foxlin. Not so much electronics, but very cool maker. Yeah, I know lots of people. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to make a living on YouTube, so most of these people have to do other stuff. That's the end of my list. Like, obviously, I watch more than just those, but those are the ones I know. Okay, so pin 2. Actually, it's like down here, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's pin 5. Oh, that's still not working. Why is that not working? But yeah, that's the shittiness of YouTube. You can't always support yourself doing it, so you got to do other stuff. That's why supporting the creators you like is so important. Because, like, honestly, like I said, PCBWay is like 80% of my revenue. So if they were to stop, which is a non-zero chance, oh, could have killed the LED. It's possible. Too much heat. Oh, there we go. Fixed it. So if PCBWay were to stop, I would have to go get a third job. You know what I mean? And there's yellow. So green is a little disappointing. No matter what I do. Like here, we can try to light yellow and green at the same time. More power. Ugh. Support the creator with YouTube Premium. You know that's not a lot. It makes a big difference. I wouldn't diminish your contribution. So you can see the yellow is certainly brighter. Let's see, let's check the current of that, shall we? So it'll be the red. milliamps. Okay, and then like this, and then that's pretty much our full driving current. It's 12 milliamps. That's as good as we can get. Not much else you can do unless I divide it into another pin, but it's too late for that. So let's check. So 3 milliamps, 3 milliamps, 3 milliamps, 3 milliamps, 3 mil. Bastard, I have to heat up that LED again. So that's half that. Then, oh, why is it now 10 milliamps? It's like climbing. And 10 milliamps. So just the greens are worse. We'll just have to make it a dim. It'll be a low light situation. There's no choice. It just is what it is. All right, let me see if I can fix this red one that is being difficult. Which pin is it? Oh boy. Get an errant hair off my workbench. Impossible challenge. There we go. Transistor and solve. No. There's no way, and the reason why is just because that requires a board redesign, and this board is tight enough as it is. So if I were to do a board redesign, I would ditch these LEDs completely and use a NeoPixel. There we go. Oh, it was fixed. Okay, LED is done. LED is pooched. It works when I heat it up, but when it cools down, it's dead. Just my luck. At least it's out on the end. I can fix it later. But right now it seems like this will work. So I can do some coding with it now. But essentially it is working. So now the big deal is I need to make a case for it. I need to make a whole bunch of stuff. It's a F1 starting light. It's just essentially supposed to be decoration. A friend of mine asked me to make it. If I were to do it again, I would probably give each LED a pin. Because I think the crazy thing is we have enough pins to do each, maybe not each LED, but like, yeah, maybe a pair. Because how much do we have? We have 5 times 4, we have 20 pins. How many do we have on here? We have 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We have 19 pins, so we could almost give them each a pin. Probably should have done that, huh? But yeah, I think for the fact that I actually have NeoPixels like in stock, I should have just went with NeoPixels. Because not only do I have NeoPixels, but I have like probably around 100 of them. I have 3 boxes of NeoPixels. So I really should have just done that. It's not too low. No, it's not too low. It'll be a fine decoration. And honestly, if people don't like it, they can just use different LEDs. It's that simple. People are going to be forced to like it though. Forced, I say. All right, so these LEDs, they can go in the Tarrasch. Not going to cry over that. All right, so next step. It's already 11. Yeah, like it or else. Probably better in this angle. I don't know what to do, because I could do some 3D printing. I should fix my code. But if I fix my code, I can listen to a podcast while fixing my code. Then you guys won't be dealing with it. Well, I guess I'm going to end it here. A little bit early, but I do work a lot, so there is that. I guess I'll see you guys on tomorrow's stream, and we're either going to make the video for this or the code for this. Or something of the sort. You're back in time. Hope you got some good groceries. But yeah, if someone could make a list of all the female creators on that list, and maybe we can increase the amount of them. That'd be great. But anyways, have a good one, guys. We will see you tomorrow. I'll be a little bit more prepared on what we're doing. Also, I'm gonna take this time to learn how to make multi-part assemblies in FreeCAD, so that we'll have a lid for this. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, at least you'll be here tomorrow. Have a good one.